What's up, world? Episode 18. How about it? Of the Heaven Sent Show. I'm your entertainment and host, DJ Monte Carlo. Thank y'all for even coming through, man. I'm just going to straight get into it. It's a lot that I have to explain, a lot I got to tell you guys. I have amazing guests coming up, man. Sean Christopher, man, he's from LA. A big, huge Dallas Cowboy fans. Boo. No. It's all love. It's all love. Amazing guests. This guy really. What up, DJ Dales? DJ Dales is in the building. Team Penny's in the building. Z's in the building. We're gonna start off just like Ron Swag. He's definitely in the building. Shout out to everybody in New Orleans and Louisiana. Bruh, I have a lot of stuff, man, to talk about real quick. I really don't want to get too personal, but I'm just in a different. I want to go to a different direction with a collection in my personal life. Nothing's horrible happened to me, but at the same time, when you wake up and feeling like a new man or a new person, and you want to do something and tackle this goal, and financially you have to get there, you got to get to that goal, you know what I'm saying? So I plan to continue to work hard, but at the same time I got to let go a lot of these pieces I have in my collection. So with that said, I'm letting go a lot of my OGs, and mind you guys, I can't wear these OGs because they're crumbled. Some of them crumbled. The air unit is just gone. And then a lot of PEs that, you know what I'm saying, it's cool to collect them, man, but I can't wear them. And I just don't want to be some old guy that, you know what I'm saying, just trying to look cool on the internet and stuff like that, man, which and I take pride of my collection, but at the same time, like it's just getting that time to where I just want to part ways with the OGs. I'm gonna keep all my wearable sneakers from any retro or even OG that's still wearable, but still, like, I'm trying to get rid of all the PEs, all the samples, all the most coveted pennies, and not actually. I'm gonna keep a few retros, but stuff that I just don't wear, I'm gonna get rid of it. It's just time to to act on this situation I am in and really focus on this goal and tackle it, and hopefully I can I could conquer this goal, man, and smash it within probably like a month and a half. So I have really planned to just like really grind, man, really grind hard. But there's nothing wrong with me selling my collection, because shoes come and go, and at the end of the day, they're just shoes. You know what I'm saying? Don't you know how many times I've had bought a Paranorman? I bought Paranorman 3 times. Plus, I had a custom that was made out of the House of Hoops. So you can somewhat say I had 4 pair. You know what I'm saying? But an authentic pair of Paranorman, I bought 3 times. So it's nothing. Sneakers is nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to, stunt or even flex on anybody, because some people, in the world cannot afford. But that's just me working extremely hard for what I love and what I want, in life, shoot, I mean, am I retired? Am I retired? Somebody actually asking the other live, man, what I got on. I'm just like, I just dressing kind of fly today, man. I had a client that I had to meet for the first time, and these 2 clients are actually getting married, and they're getting married, so. I had to meet them today, so I had to present, in a respectful way. So, first impression is always, or a good impression is always the first impression. So, I wanted to look nice today. So if any of y'all know me, these old school hats, man, these Kangos, these what I used to love to rock. You know what I'm saying? At one point, it's time to bring them back out. You know what I'm saying? Even though it kind of made me look older than what I'm really am. I still love it. I was wearing Kangos when I was in my 20s. So other than that, man, I'm selling my OG collection. Just not the wearables, stuff that's crumbling, stuff that just sitting. You know what I'm saying? And then most of this stuff is in storage. I keep stuff in storage. I don't really put anything in the house or or seen it. If it's visible or anything, man. I've done that when I was in an apartment, but I was careful. I didn't bring any and everything out. You know what I'm saying? It was stuff that just make the apartment look nice. But now I'm just focused on a bigger goal now. So just getting rid of it. Link is in the bio again. I started to throw some stuff on eBay. eBay is just like they hit me over the head with these monthly fees plus fees that you taking out for even selling the shoe. So with that said, I found definitely a bigger and better website. So if you interested in buying some PEs from me, game worn samples, OGs, you know what I'm saying, for original release from 1995 to 98, or I also have pre-signature pennies, and then I have some OG Jordans. So if you're into the OG Jordans and you like to collect some of the OGs from the 90s, hey, I got those on deck as well. All right, so other than that, man, I'm gonna go ahead and bring my guest in. Where is he? Is he? Yeah, I just hit him up. Everybody put your
Yo,
hands together
yo,
for Mr. Sean Christopher, man.
yo, what's good, man?
Yeah, what's good, man? It's good to finally actually meet you.
Yeah, I heard you. You were like, yeah, I threw the hat on. I thought you was throwing that on for me, man. I got high. I was like, okay, that's what we doing today.
No, man, no. This is kind of my style at one point where I was kind of a conservative kind of business guy, still DJing, but still like I was doing a lot of corporate business shows and stuff like that. So that it was kind of my style then, and I was
Okay,
young. I was young doing it. So other than that, man, how are you doing today, man?
man, I'm blessed, man. I can't complain. Can't
Yeah,
complain.
man. It's a couple of the guys from Team Penny, they requested you, and
Oh
I was
yeah,
just like, bruh, he's already on the list, bruh.
man. It's funny. I was talking to Z. I was like, man, I want to be on the show, low key. I want to talk Penny for sure.
Yeah,
So
man.
yeah, I'm glad, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, anytime, man. And it's all about giving everyone a chance to tell their story on how they became fans of Penny, how it was. Each and every one of us was born in different states or different countries, and I just let everybody come on. If you have a collection of phone posits or just penny ones, I have a guy that he just collects penny ones, and that's it. I'm gonna have him on. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah.
if it's all about Penny, that's what it is. That's I'm glad that I'm able to um, do this show and never know where this it can take,
Right.
or where this going, man. But I'm gonna stick with it. I want to keep it organic, original. No glitz and glamour. I still do my DJing thing. That's what brings my personality to the show as well, man.
Right,
So
right, right.
yeah, man. So other than that, man, it's great to we've been following each other for quite some time now.
Right.
Back when I first started getting on Instagram, you were one of the first guys I actually started following. Now, tell me, like, what's the first shoe, man, that you fell in love with, man?
Oh man. All right. So funny story. Like I've always had shoes. Like ever since I was a child, my mom always kept me in Jordans and things. But
Hmm.
I didn't know. Like I didn't know what they were. I didn't care. Then maybe around third grade. I think this is when fourth grade, when the penny ones came out. I was in the fourth grade.
Hmm.
I saw them, but I didn't care. But then like the penny twos, my cousin had came over and had actually these. I was like, man, those are awesome.
Yeah.
But at the time, like I'm like, I know my mom buys me shoes, but I don't know. I don't want to ask for any. So graduation comes up. And this is like the sickest story, man. So my mom takes me and she's like, what do you want for graduation? I say, penny twos. Penny twos. I have to have penny twos,
That's
right?
dope. That's dope.
So we go to Foot Locker, and this is the sickest story. Like, I'm still sick to this day, man. So we go to Foot Locker, and I get the all-white penny twos, the All-Star Game ones.
Yeah.
And the Foot Locker rep, he's like, yo, we got some pennies coming out next week if you just want to hold off. And he's like, they're about $200. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if mom's is gonna pay $200.
Uh-oh.
She's like, no. If you wanna wait for them, we can come back next week and we can get them. So I'm like, nah, I gotta leave with something now. You might change your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So then I think the following week I see the foam posits. And I'm like so sick. I'm like, man, why didn't I just wait that extra week?
Yeah.
But it's funny because like everyone at my school, they had everybody was into the Jordan 12. So they were rocking the playoff Jordan 12. But I was like, nah, man, the pennies are it for me.
Yeah.
So ever since then, man, love at first sight with the penny line, dog.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. I would never forget seeing one guy, his name was Chris as well, and he came in my gym period with the foams, and he came in stunting. I said, bro, everybody's like, yo, what is those? Man, it was, it was a showstopper, man. It was an eye turner, a head turner, everywhere I've seen somebody wearing those things, man.
Nothing like it.
Nothing bro. Like and then seeing Penny whirl in the game, like, I got to give me a chance to, work my way up to, save up a pair. So I didn't get a pair until 2000. I didn't get.
Yo, my mom still is like, and you didn't want those blue shoes instead? Like, to this day, she's like, you didn't want those blue shoes? I'm like, Mom, I didn't think you was going to go through with it. Like, 180 for a fifth grader. So, but yeah, man. Yeah, the penny twos is what got me started.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, but for me, it was a Jordan 6, man. 1991. I'm like near like a buddy of mine. We outside of his garage and Metro bus goes past and a big Jordan 6, a Foot Locker ad was plastered on the bus. That's back when they first started doing wraps for the Metro buses. And I seen that Jordan 6, I was like, that's I'm in love, bro.
Iconic,
yeah. It was the black infrared, and I was just like, wow, man, never seen a big shoe like, So when you're a kid and you see that stuff, man, I was attached already, man. So, but yeah, man, the Penny 2, man, the first hybrid sneaker with the both Zoom Air and the 180 Air unit. And, bro, it was kind of one of the best sneakers until the 3 came and the 4s. And then you had the TN series for Air Max. So, yeah, man, the 90s kicks, man, was some of the best sneakers, man. Not only Penny had some of the dopest kicks, man. You had Charles Barkley. You had Chris Webber with the Sensations. You had Kevin Garnett. So, like, not only Penny, who else did sneakers that you ever
so obviously everybody's with Jordan. But to me, my second favorite line would probably be the Pippen line. The Pippen line was nice. Yeah. The Pippen 2s are so underrated. I'm still waiting for those. The Pippen 2s with they're so simple, like they're a predominantly white shoe, but then they have that one little stripe that goes through it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I need those.
One of the first hooping shoes that had the straight Zoom Air, and then followed with the Zoom Air Flight or the Zoom Flight 1 and the Zooms and all that. Gary Payton's and all that. So, but
Oh,
Pippen
oh,
was the
the
very
Paytons.
first. Yeah, Pippen was the very first with the zoom straight across the bottom, man. But
Wait,
yeah,
okay.
Peyton.
All right, wait. Now that you said that, it's a
Mhm.
tie. It's a tie between the Pippen and the Paytons.
Yeah.
The Gary Payton, was it the Gary Payton 1 or 2, like his first official shoe, the one
His
that had the suede, like they had the navy ones with the suede and the strap came
the
over. You
strap
had the
came
little latch.
over. Yep.
Those are I'm waiting.
Fire.
Those they retroed those recently, but they didn't do the navy colorway.
Nah, they
So
didn't. They didn't.
yeah.
I remember they dropped. I think it was a Foot Locker exclusive. The highlighter thing.
Oh yeah.
It was lime green. I said, "Whoa, black and lime green just goes, man.
They
It
didn't
just
do those
goes."
either, man. They didn't bring
Yeah,
those back. But
yeah, man. So
and
other,
that's funny because that's the difference between like the shoe game now. Like I remember waking up as a kid watching NBA on NBC, and you see
mhm.
your players wearing these shoes. I'm watching Penny playing in the twos,
Yeah,
and he's not wearing like a whole bunch of colorways. It's just these Orlandos or the Atlantics, and that's it. But it's like it's nostalgic because like nowadays it's more about the hype and the availability. But then it's just like
yeah.
I just want to rock what my favorite players rocking every
That's
week,
true.
man.
That's
Yeah,
true.
so
So like from then when you would walk in the store and actually see a big variety of sneakers from to now where everything is sold out instantly, rather if it's online or in stores. Um, what was it like when you first decided to start collecting, and what year was that?
okay, funny story, man. So I guess it just this ties into my all-time favorite penny.
Mhm.
I always make sure, like when I talk to people about sneakers, that I always tell them this story, especially like when they're like, "Well, how did you get into shoes?" So back in 1998, right? All right, so we have the four pennies, the original, and then plus the foam posit. So like every penny looked like the next penny. Like the
Yeah.
ones had the wing on the side, and it
Yeah.
kind of looked like
Hmm.
the two, and then you have the foam posits, and then the foam posits kind of look like the threes.
Yeah.
So, back in our day when you want to find out what shoe was coming out, you would look in the back of a Slam magazine.
Yep. You
So,
really did. Yep.
yes. So I'm looking in the back of this Slam magazine and I see this shoe, this Penny 4.
Yes,
I'm like,
sir.
what is that? Like, it looks nothing like any of the other shoes. To me, it looks a little more mature. Like, it
Yeah.
just has the leather and then the suede with the strap and the jewels. So I'm like, I have to have this shoe. I have to have this shoe. Like, I don't care about any other shoe coming out. I need this shoe. So my aunt, she had asked me what I wanted for Christmas. And I was like, I need this Penny 4. Like, I need this shoe. And then she's like, okay, I'll get it for you. So then my dad and my mom, they were like, are you sure you can get it? Because if you're not going to get it for him, then we'll go ahead and go get it for him for
Oh,
Christmas.
that's what's
And
up,
it,
man.
and then with the penny
Hmm.
line, like every penny shoe, like the new Jordan usually drops in February,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
that'll start. And then the pennies usually dropped in like October, November in the fall.
Right.
So
Right.
it was, I think these dropped maybe in October, November, or whatever. So it was like 2 months away from Christmas.
Hmm.
So, anywho, like every time I saw my aunt, for some reason, she'd ask me the same question. She'd be like, "Oh, what do you want for Christmas?" And I'm thinking like, "Oh, I don't know," because I keep telling her and she keep asking me. So this don't look too likely. So then, granted, Christmas comes, my aunt doesn't get the shoe. Like I'm heartbroken, like really
Oh
heartbroken because
man.
I've never wanted a shoe more than the Penny 4.
Hmm.
So my grandmother and my dad are like, yo, like we could have got it. Like, why didn't you, get the shoe? If you couldn't have found it, you should have told us and we would have got it. At this point, this is like 2 months after the release. So they're becoming a little bit more scarce. So my grandmother's like, okay, this is during Christmas break. So we're getting ready to go back to school. So she's like, I'll get them for you for back to school.
Hmm.
So we go to this store. It's called Warehouse Shoe Sale. I don't know if it's if it's just in this region, but you walk in, you pick up your shoe or whatever. They have all the shoes out, so you can just go pick your shoe, take it to the register.
Uh-huh.
So I walk in, I'm with my cousin. This is sitting right there, right? At the time, I'm a 9.5, I think. So my cousin's hyping me up. He's like, yo, bro, we found it. You found it. I'm like, yes. So then I go look at the sizes. They don't have a 9.5, but they have a 9. So I'm like, no, I'm about to grab it. I'm about to cram my feet in this 9, whatever, make it work. So my grandmother's like, you know how grandmothers are you sure? Like, that's not your size. So she pulls out her flip phone. She's like, let's call your dad and see what he says before I buy it. I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't care. I'm about to walk away with this penny 4. So she calls my dad. My dad's from Belize, so he has this heavy accent. He's like, boy, you know that's not your size. You need to put that back and find something else. When I tell you I was heartbroken, I was heartbroken, like seriously heartbroken. I fell in love with this shoe from first sight. So I had to find something else. And ironically, I got the Pippen 2s instead, right? So, and then when I got back to school, I saw people with them. I was so heartbroken. So I said to myself, and this is when I was always into shoes, but this is when I became an addict, man. It was like, if I see a shoe that I think I want, like if I think I want this shoe going forward, I'm copping it. Like no matter what, even if I don't like it later on, I'm copping this shoe. So yeah, that's why. And the penny 4, the original penny 4 is my grail. So I have the retro here. And ever since, they just don't do it the same. They don't. And that hurts every time. Like this suede midsole, man. Like
the suede midsole, man.
And they also do this on the Jordan 13 with like this rubber midsole and stuff, and the air bubbles not the same. You could see at the bottom the different, like it just don't do it the same, man. So.
I remember doing a comparison with all 3 from the 98, the 05, and the 2017, and it was just not there, man. I don't know what it is.
So bad, man.
Don't know what it is, man, with Nike. But we still buy it. We still buy it.
Yeah,
we love it.
We still do, man.
Yeah, man. That's a great story, man. I love hearing stories like that, man. And in the hunt continues, like it doesn't stop. And then when you finally get your grill, man, it's just a good feeling, man.
You know, it's funny. I was talking to Zenon the other day, and I was like, that they should really you know how everything is about availability now? Well, there's not too many like hardcore penny fans like you and I. Yeah. So if they made like a limited penny shoe and they like used the right material, the suede, the plush leather, I would be all for that, man. They should get with some real penny heads, like
they should. They really should. That's a great idea. Great idea. You know, not too many people that kind of know that we actually some of us collectors until they hit a hashtag or see Nice Kicks repost us, or Soul Collector repost us, and I'm glad that they did that when they brought the list out of 10 collectors to look for. And I was hoping to see hoping to see a couple other people. Can't name off the top.
Sneaker Dave for sure.
Sneaker Dave, man, definitely deserved a spot. No matter what number he comes in, but still, like, I'm glad that they did that, man. And I was I was very humbled and blessed to be on that list. Z was on there.
Of course.
Tracy. Yeah, man. So hopefully they can do another list, man, and update it or something, man.
Please.
Yeah.
Please. Man, get with us, man. Let us help you guys, like, just do the penny line right, man.
Facts, man. Shout out to everyone in the chat right now, man. We got Soul Imprint in the building. Oh man, B Channer, he's in the building. Team Penny, everybody from Team Penny. Z, see my nephews, he's in the building. Just shout out to DJ Dales. He was in here when he first started. Kick Tracy. Speaking of the devil.
Oh yeah, I follow DJ Dales on YouTube, man. I saw he did a review on the Penny 3. I missed out on those, the all black ones. But yeah, I watched his review.
Yeah, man. He's off into the definitely the retros, and he will review them too. If he doesn't, if he's still he's able to show them, even if he doesn't cop, but still, like, I remember me just like Googling him, and that's how I actually started following him. He did the Penny 1 from 2011,
Oh
and
yeah.
the Orlando colorway. That's the exact video that I started following for. And I recently had him on, I think it was episode 5, and I told him I had to bring that up in the promo. Like everyone was like, "Yo, like that's an old video." I was like, "Yo, this is the very first video I've seen him." And a lot of collectors, man. But it's great that Instagram, Twitter, even going back to Black Planet, and MySpace, it was a lot. They will allow you to post your pictures of your the sneakers,
Yeah.
and that's how I actually just like found out about a lot of you guys, man. So it's good that the internet allow the people that actually use it the right way.
Yeah.
You want to say
Yeah, for
that?
sure. For
Use it the
sure.
right way, and bro. And how do you think, or what is your opinion, far as like sneaker conventions, campouts, and releases, or compare from when we actually was doing it, starting out 2005, when pennies actually was started retro and heavy, Foamposite starting to release a lot, a lot of colorways, and those days are long gone, but
Yeah.
you still have where a lot of colorways that still sit a couple weeks, maybe a couple days.
Yeah.
Tell me about the foam community as of right now. I know that we don't have any releases right now, but far as like when they was retro and heavy into now, a lot of people want to say label it phones are dead. What's your opinion about the phone community right now?
It's funny because like I'll always love the foam. Like this is probably the story I just told about the foam. Like,
Yeah.
but it kind of seems like Nike overdoes things, which is fine. Like it's fine if you want to produce foams at as much in different colorways, but stop cheating the fans. Like Z and I was talking the other day, so he had been waiting on a white home colorway for these, right? So they finally do it, but the nubuck for the shoe holes, it's leather now. Like, why would you do that? Like I mean, if you're gonna do it, like, just make sure that you cater to the fans and don't just do it for a quick buck.
Yeah.
I think that's where I stand. Like, it's cool if you guys want to do that, but just make sure you do it right. And I don't know how the process works as far as materials and things like that, but there's certain colorways that we could have done without, where you did use nubuck or the correct mesh material and things like that. So I mean, I just feel like, I don't know, like, stop cheating us. Like, because there's some really hardcore fans that like really love the Foamposite and really love the line. Stop holding back. Like, it has so much potential. I remember when they first retroed the Foamposite, people had been waiting for that for forever. It was like 2005. People had been waiting for it, and then they said, "Oh, okay, people like foams. Well, here, foam." And it's like, okay,
really
like
did.
okay, like yeah, like
They
okay,
sure
like,
did.
like, come on, man. Like, we can, like, certain things are like really great, like the Sharpie Pat. I really liked like the story behind it, but that's because the era I grew up in, the nostalgic purpose and things like that. Like, that's cool. I really like that. But then you come with like Meteor, what was that asteroid color? It was like a yellow and it faded into orange, pink, and
what is that? Yeah, I think it was. I wanna be politically correct with this one. Anyone in the chat know because it came out with the Weatherman and the thermal, and it was like the same month, but it was
there we go, the asteroids.
The asteroids.
Just things like that. And then they did something great with like the Shooting Star Pack. Like, I really like the Shooting Star Pack. That was a great shoe. And that's the shoe that me and Zenon are waiting for, minus the stars. So it's like, give us the right thing.
Man.
also like they don't really show a lot of love to, like, when you think of Penny Hardaway, they don't really show love as far as like home colorways. They always do the black and the royal.
Yeah.
So like whenever they retro something, it's always the black and royal first. Like, give us some home colorways.
Yeah,
Give us
exactly.
the home ones. We're waiting on those. We need
waiting
that.
on the Penny ones. Yeah, we
I
definitely
really like the home colorway that they did for the fives. It's a clean shoe. Like the black and royal is good, but the home colorways, like, we need those.
Yeah. You know what? I thought they was gonna drop the Penny one when they came out with the Air Force One home colorway. It was just like it. I mean, like, everything was just to the T. Even the tongue had the stripe, the pinstripe. I was like, okay, we might get it. We might get it's something. And then they dropped another Air Force One that kind of resembled the Penny One, Orlando color.
Oh,
so, yeah, man. It was pretty cool, man, doing that. That pack, that 07. Because
you know what? They should give us a pack. They should give us a OG Penny pack with all the OG colors. 1 through 4. And maybe I don't know. I don't know how they would do pricing, but give us the OG ones, the OG 2, 3, 4, and the OG colorways. Make it limited if you want, but just give us the right materials, the right mold. I know you guys can do it, man. We deserve it.
I know they can, man. I know they can.
Do a home one and an away one.
That's a good idea. That is a good idea. Ladies and gentlemen, again, man, this is episode 18. I'm kicking it with Sean. Oh man, this is good. This is good. This is good for the culture, man. You get to talk, man. That's talk about something that's dear to you, and you looking forward to something happening. But long as we talk about it, and the more we push it, you never know. You never know what happens. Look what MJO Dan 23, what he did to the airship. And he helped push that, and they released it as a pack, but still, like,
they as long as they're listening.
Yeah, hopefully they listen to us, man. And we still pushing, for these, like, through these hashtags, through our post every Tuesday, man. I enjoy everybody's, sometimes, it could be late at night. I hit that hashtag just to catch up on everyone's post on Tuesday, man. So it's really great, man. It's really, really great, man. And you never know. I might try to get the man himself on the show, man, so we can get in depth. Awesome. You know what I'm saying? I do know a couple people that's in his camp, but he's so wrapped up with his coaching. Which bring me to the next question, with him transitioning into a former NBA player into a situation that he had no intention to, like, playing for his rest of his career, but it just fell in his lap, and he took it on full throttle. What do you think about, the story behind, the friendship of him, Dez, RIP, and the challenge that he had by taking on a full, a school, actually, where these kids, lost their coach and he loses his best friend. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, God works in mysterious ways, man. I think this was meant for him to happen. Like, I've always thought Penny was like one of the smart, even post injuries, he was one of the smartest players that I've ever seen play the game. Mm-hmm. And for him, you can tell he just has like a passion for just the game of basketball. He loves the game of basketball. Yeah. It's great to see him still be, have a heavy impact on the game of basketball in some way. It's sad that, that what happened to his friend Dez, but, everything kind of just worked out the way it should have. He took over coaching. He was back, involved with basketball.
Yeah, he was.
And it's just good to see, man. It's good to see him out there. Even though he's flexing on us, I see him on court side with new PEs and stuff.
Facts, yeah.
But it's good to see. Yeah, it's good to see. Yeah, so his friend, he said he needs to be in the Hall of Fame. He definitely does.
He does. He does. And kind of these new fans, they're missing this the actual whole thing of it's the basketball Hall of Fame. It's not the NBA Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
it's crazy, man, because now they just started, or I wouldn't say just started, but they recently um, named a very few referees that's been in the in the game, and they're in the Hall of Fame now. They're definitely putting some of these women, they're in the Hall of Fame now, and not only the WNBA Hall of Famers, but they're colleges, you know what I'm saying? So old college players that really put the stamp on Connecticut for those their years, and you had that whole Connecticut basketball. I think it was 1998's women's basketball team. They they had an unbelievable story with an unbelievable record, and they the one that kickstarted the legacy of continuing years and years of long records. You know what I'm saying? So that whole team, 1998 women's, is now in the Hall of Fame now. That's great.
Oh yeah, let's get Penny in there. Let's get Penny in there. He deserves to be in there.
He deserves.
Every player you talk to or you see interviews and they ask their favorite player, Penny is always mentioned. He has a heavy impact on the game of basketball. Even post injury, like he's always just had a heavy impact on the game of basketball, man. Let's get him. And he's a good dude. You don't see him, you don't question him for character issues. He deserves to be in there. He represents the game of basketball very well. Let's get him in there.
Yeah,
get him in there.
True, man. What is your best moments of Penny? Rather if it's a play, or rather if it was just on and off court, commercial or anything. We got to talk about the commercials.
Oh man, my best. Let's see. I remember this was wild to me. I never understood it. I didn't really get information on it until I got older. But I remember I was so disappointed when he had that injury-plagued season. What was that, 97?
97, yeah.
And then he played in the All-Star game.
Yeah, he did.
And I remember watching the game at my grandma's. I'm like, what? How is he playing? But he's not. I'm missing out an entire season of Penny, man. But I was so thankful to see him in the game. But man,
never done before for a player to get voted and you're still injured.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. I tell people all the time, that season from him, not even playing the first 4 months.
What he only played 18 games? He played 18 games, 19 games.
Yeah, man.
And still made the All-Star, man.
Made the All-Star game.
And played. A lot of players, they'll get voted in, but they didn't play. I was just surprised, wow, he played. But, I guess it's not hard on a player's body, so.
Right.
But,
and it's crazy because he didn't have that support system, nor the doctors or technology that they have today. So,
and I watched the interview. He said Joe Dumars is the one. So I hate the Pistons now. No, he said what he said. He said he went up for a rebound and Joe Dumars kind of stuck his knee out or something, and he landed on it during a rebound. Yeah, Joe Dumars, get him out of there. if he's in the Hall of Fame, let's swap. Get Joe Dumars out of there. Let's get my man Penny in there. You owe him that, Joe.
Thanks, man. Yeah, man. So one of your favorite moments was the All-Star game. How about something off the court? Commercials. You had the commercials. He had unbelievable ads, man. One of the top ads next to Michael Jordan himself. By the time he did the Penny 3, Michael Jordan was already on Team Jordans, and he actually Air Jordan, the company Jordan brand was established by Penny 3, but he was still competing with Jordan, man. So when you think about the commercials, man, as a kid and watching little Penny do his thing, man.
My favorite one, I think, was the one with him and Little Penny. They were walking down the street. And he was like, I forgot what Little Penny was saying to him about something you're the next Jordan. And then he said, really? Jordan said that? And he said, yeah, I saw him at my annual golf tournament or something like that. And then he was walking by a newspaper post.
Remember that?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I
But
remember
they had
that.
on the penny twos. I was like, oh
Yeah,
man, that shoe is
that's
so clean,
crazy.
man.
Yeah, it was, man. Mine is the very first one with they in the locker room.
Oh, with
Tell Kevin
KG,
Garnett.
tell my man Kate Los Lobos. I remember
Yeah.
now. Yeah,
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 man,
that was dope.
that was the one, and I actually did uh, a medley, a mixed medley, a scratch freestyle for his birthday, and he's seen it,
Oh,
and he reposted, his son reposted. It was pretty cool, man. It was pretty cool
oh,
getting
dope.
knowledge, for his birthday. Actually, I did it the year before, but I didn't tag anybody, and
Mm.
I was just like, it was kind of like me just not just trying to work hard to get knowledge, or even just put it out. But then next year, I was like, yo, I'm gonna tag a lot of people this time, and
Oh
his
man, that's
people
dope.
saw it. Some of his friends saw it, and they tagged him, and he saw it. He reposted. His son reposted it. It was a good feeling, man, on his birthday. Yeah.
I also have another memory. One of my favorite Penny memories. So his first year in Phoenix, he didn't. I think that was his first year where they didn't have the Penny line continue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah. He's wearing
I
a lot of
remember.
PEs. He's wearing a lot of like um, just good basketball sneakers.
Oh
Not
yeah, for
only
sure.
he hooped in the Flight Posit 3,
Mm,
even a couple Jordans, a
mm.
couple Jordans. So yeah, so continue. Can you continue on with the
Oh,
Phoenix Suns?
oh yeah. So he round two, the Suns played the Lakers out here,
Right, right.
and so the story is you notice in against Phoenix, he wore the Penny Four again,
Yeah, he did.
but in the Phoenix Suns colorway.
Yeah, he
So
did.
my local mall, I was at a foot action or whatever, and I had some pennies on. And the guy was like, "Oh, you're a Penny fan?" I said, "Yes, my guy." He said he was just here yesterday. He had to buy some shoes, so he came to that foot action to buy those Penny Fours because he had needed some shoes to hoop in.
What?
Yeah. So I
Yo,
was like,
that's
wow, that's really
fire.
dope. So every time
That's
that I see like highlights of the him versus Kobe and he's playing in the
yeah.
Penny Fours, I'm like, oh yeah, he went to the Fox Hills Mall to pick those up while he was
That's
out here for
what's
the playoffs.
up, man.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah. And not too many people knew that Marbury
Oh.
wore the penny fours. And I have a story. I
Mm,
actually have the sneaker that him and Penny had their little back and forth. When he
mm,
found out that Stephon Marbury was wearing his shoe, he didn't get permission from him nor Nike. So
really?
weeks before he's already wearing the penny four, and on that game night Dominique Wilkins was on the Magic that year, and he sat both of them down, or actually he broke it up first,
Wow.
and he sat them down. This is all during warm-ups, and he
Wow.
sat them down, and as an OG, he talked to them, and he was like, yo, y'all gonna have to squash it. It would have been a lot of beef or just a lot of attention if social media was around, because they would
But
have
could you blame Marbury though? Could
I
you?
know,
Oh, wrong
right?
one. Could you blame him though? I would have
Right.
worn him too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So he didn't get his permission, and that happened. And I actually got the game worn pair that Marbury wore that night.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
man.
I do
Yeah.
remember him wearing those a lot.
He wore them a
Actually, if
lot.
I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, Marbury wore these more than Penny did.
He wore those more than Penny. Yeah, playing for the
Because I
Nets.
know
Yep.
Penny wore these because I guess predominantly in that 98-99 season, they wore the white shoes at home and on the road.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
that playoff game against Philadelphia, I think maybe towards the latter part of the season, he wore them a little bit. But I
Yeah.
know for sure he wore them 2 or 3 games in the playoffs versus Philly. And then the remaining 2 games before elimination, he was test playing in the Flight Posits.
The flight posit, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, man. So he
yeah.
had his PE with the flight posits, and then a lot of us seen uh, the pictures of the leaked pictures of his PEs with the 1 cent on the strap.
Right.
Yeah. So hopefully, man, somebody I know. Unpredictable Jay, he has a pair.
Mhm. Of the flight posits, right?
Yeah, the fight
Okay.
closets. It's somebody else. Phase two. He has a lot of penny PEs like further after
Man.
when his line, discontinued or whatnot. Uh,
Nike, give us those two, please.
yeah. So what
Give
do
us
you
those
think?
two, please.
Yeah, what do you think? Do you think Nike will continue with a penny 7 in the near future? Or
Um,
we're gonna still get some miscellaneous retros.
so I
Yeah,
think I speak for all penny fans when I say before you do a penny 7, give us the white home colorway, the ones, please.
yeah,
Do
but
that
it's
first.
needed.
Like that's
It's
what we
needed.
need first, and then we
It's
can talk
needed.
about a 7.
It's really
But
needed.
I don't know. I don't know how well the 6. I wasn't personally into the 6s,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know how well they did.
Well,
So I don't. I
they
think that's a factor, maybe of.
this is how well they are. Well, they didn't do. They was in Burlington Coat Factory and TJ
Oh yeah.
Maxx,
Yeah. See.
and they made their appearances in the outlets. So
Yeah.
therefore, yeah, I was seeing them at one point. I was seeing them just like crazy on eBay. So
Yeah.
it kind of turned me on. Turned me off. But that Sharpie pack,
Yeah.
that was the only one I was attracted. You know what I'm saying? That attracted me to the sneaker. The fact that it had the penny. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
can slide the penny and in the tongue, and that's about it. I had the
Yeah.
Coppers, I had the Memphis Blues, but I wore them and then give them to my son or sell them, But
I mean,
that,
I've always thought they because they look like the one, so they're not a terrible looking shoe.
right,
But to
right,
me, the 5 was such an amazing like continuation of
yeah,
the
it
shoe.
was,
I even hear
yeah,
the guy from Wear Testers. He always speaks highly of the Penny 5 as far as like
yeah,
traction. I speak highly of the Penny 5 as far as like look. Like it looks amazing. It's an amazing shoe, man. So I think that's maybe why I was a little disappointed
right,
in
right.
the Penny 6.
Mhm.
But I mean, if they give us a 7, like we got. I guess the 5s look like the 2s, kind of. They kind of borrow some
Yeah,
hints
it
from the
really,
2s,
yeah,
and then the 6 looks like the 1. So maybe if you come up with a 7, give us a little bit of the 3 or something. But I mean, just do it right, man. Talk to some Penny fans. We'll help you out.
yeah,
We're
yeah,
very passionate about this, man.
yeah, man.
Let's get it done.
Again, one time for the chat, man. Salute to each and every one of y'all. So Imprint mentioned Mark Dolce. I actually gave him a holler in his DM. He said he was. This is him responding. He said he was very busy. Thank y'all. Thank everyone for continuing. Being fans, big fans of the sneaker line, and continue doing great jobs, especially with the posts. And he does see the hashtags, man. The Team Pennies and
Is he
represent.
still with Adidas?
Yeah, he's with
Okay.
Adidas, so he
Man.
really can't speak on the past. Um, this is maybe 3 or 4 days ago, so I'm glad to be able to give y'all this news. And he did respond. It took him
Oh,
a
cool.
month and a half to respond, but he finally responded to me. A couple days ago. So I'm glad to be, I'm glad you mentioned it because I totally forgot. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, Mark Dochley, he won't be able to, come on the show and kick it with us. Totally understandable, and I respect it. I respect
Yeah.
his wishes. I told him I was like, man, I'm not a guy that I sent him 2 messages, trying to make sure he saw it, but he saw my second one. But yeah, man, Mark Dolce is an amazing designer. And
Yeah, he
bro,
is.
I know y'all really, fans of one of the colorways. If not, everyone loves this home colorway that we trying to push, and that's what I tried to
Please.
ask him. But he owns all the Penny One design.
Oh,
So you
wow.
know why? That's why they changed the materials because he owns the original design. That's the reason why
Wow.
they trying to, they changed it up and switched it up. Around the time where he left Nike, uh, I know he didn't explain this, but it all ties together now. So when he left, it was kind of, they still own the name, but
Mm-hmm.
not the design. So it is
Oh,
what it
wow.
is. They can No, you know what? The thing about it, this is their bootleg of a penny one.
Yeah,
That's
I
how I
saw
look at it.
the penny ones, like the tongue kind of has like that mesh material
Mesh
or the
material, yeah.
netting of like the foam. I was like, oh
Hmm.
man,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. And recently, I purchased a replica of
Mm.
with that new material. It's a Orlando colorway with that new material. It's crazy. And I'm gonna do
Oh,
a video sometime whenever I get some time, and I might just do it on live, man. I might just do a live.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. But yeah,
We
all right.
need it done right, man.
Yeah, man. One more thing. Um, goodness. We talked about his coaching. We talked about his legacy. Up to now, we almost got into each and every number from one to six. What do you think about the hybrids, like the penny posits, the half cents? What do you think about those, man?
The the half cents were dope. Like those were so dope. That was exit. Was that Mark as well on
Yeah, that
those?
was Mark Doche as well, and with
That
The Zoom
Yeah,
Rookie as
the
well.
Zoom rookies, those were
Hmm.
perfectly executed, man. The penny posits, they looked so good to me, but they hurt my feet. They killed my feet though, but they looked
It was
amazing.
narrow. It was very narrow. It was
Yeah,
very narrow.
because
Yeah.
I wear an 11, so I had an 11 in the
Hmm.
foam pot. I just went off of what I wore in foam posits. Those fit great, and I wanted to wear the Orlando colorway in the penny posits, and my foot
Yeah.
just wouldn't do it, man.
Oh
Wouldn't do
man.
it. But they look great. Like they were all just perfectly executed. They kind of catered to the fans. The half cent with
Right.
the wing. They gave you the wing logo. They
Yeah,
gave
they
you
did.
the
Yeah, they
jewel
did.
from the penny three.
All
Man,
right.
it's just perfect. And the foam, man. It was perfect.
All right. All right, man. You ready to get into the lightning round where I ask
Oh
you
yeah.
10 questions? Ah, man, this is amazing, man. First of all, I hear you a big Ninja Turtle fan.
Oh yeah.
Uh, from the 80s, from there, the first cartoon and going
Mm,
into the movies. What
mm.
is your favorite cartoon or movie of their series or legacy? A whole
Um.
legacy.
All right. So I started off at the '87 cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
That'll always hold like something near and dear to my heart.
All right.
The 2003 show was pretty dope. It kind of catered to more of the comic book fans.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
the 2012 show, like Nickelodeon's recent, well, not their most recent, but
Uh-huh.
their first edition of the show, probably my favorite, man. It caters to everybody.
It
Like it
does.
caters to the original fans, the movie fans. Like they have references from everything,
The
and it was just
reference,
executed.
yeah.
Yeah, it was executed really well. So I think that's probably my favorite, man.
Okay, all right. Here we go. This
All
is
right.
could be versus questions or one-worded questions. The very first one is Donatello versus Leonardo. Who you have winning that fight?
Well, Leonardo is serving my guy Donatello, but if you're talking about my favorite, Donatello is my favorite, hands down. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Best villain of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series. Best
Um,
villain.
the best villain, my favorite is probably the 1987 Rat King with his like Louisiana accent. Oh
Uh-huh.
man, that guy is hilarious. Like that's probably my favorite, man.
That's what's up. All right. We all know you a Cowboys fan.
Oh yeah.
Who is the better 88?
Mm.
Number 88, Michael Irvin.
I'm biased,
Michael,
man. Biased. Michael Irvin. He invited me and my mom down to the NFL Network studios a few
uh-huh.
years back to watch a live taping of the show. I tweeted him. He hit me back. He was like, "Yeah, come on down. I'll tell security your name. They'll let you in."
Yo,
So I'm
that's what's
biased.
up.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. As a big Giants fan, I definitely salute each and every one of y'all, man, as Dallas fans, because y'all went through hell and back, and hell
Yeah.
and back. Yeah,
Still
man.
going through hell.
Yeah,
An
still.
extended trip through hell, but
Yeah,
we'll be back.
yeah.
Yeah.
best running back of all time for the Cowboys. Best running back.
Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith.
Hands down.
I can dig it. I can dig it. Best quarterback.
Ooh, best quarterback. All right, so it's funny. I see my boy Cowboy Mike just joined. We've had plenty of arguments about this. The best quarterback, of course, is Aikman. My favorite quarterback is Tony Romo, the most underappreciated quarterback of all time.
Oh, like, man, he's
as a Giant fan, you've seen him work some
man of steel. He's a man of steel. He never gives up, man. He always comes back, man. He can take a hit like no one else, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro. Like him.
It's funny the way the team is built now, like with that offensive line and the running game. It was really built for him, but he just couldn't stay healthy. So Dak inherited. But yeah, man, Romo's my favorite.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to the Ninja Turtle series. Their history. Favorite movie of all time.
So it's funny because I don't go with the popular opinion. Like the popular opinion for Ninja Turtles is the 1990 movie. Mm-hmm. My favorite, I think, was the 2007 where it was like the first CGI film.
With the first CGI, that's when it was more about Ralph. I remember. It was more. Yeah, Raphael. It was more about him. Yeah. And it was kind of like somewhat taken from the first one, and they just strictly took it like from the comic. Like his persona was edgy. Like it wasn't, of course they had to, make it PG, but it was, if it was like on a Cartoon Network, he would have been ruthless. Yeah. So I definitely I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, man. That's dope, man. All right, let's get into these pennies.
All right.
Favorite silhouette penny of all time.
Penny 4.
Penny 4.
In this colorway. But
that's
only
what's
done
up.
Right. Not the retros, the OG.
That's what's up. Yeah. All right. I'll ask everyone this. It's the pack question. Which pack is the best? Sharpie or Shooting Star?
I gotta go with the Shooting Stars. Just because I love home-themed penny shoes.
Yeah.
The Shooting Stars are it for me. I love white foam, so.
That's what's up, man. All right, man. Everybody give him a hand. I need some hand claps in the comments, man. That's what's up, man. Completed the speedy round, man. Thank you, man, for even coming on here, man, kicking it with us, man. An hour just went past just like that.
Man, it did. It sure did.
I definitely want to have you come back on, man. I know you sold quite a bit of your collection as well, and what's crazy because I just decided to get rid of a lot of my OGs, game worn PEs and stuff like that. Tell me your experience of just like, hey, this is what direction I want to go to. Really not into like just hauling, a lot of, sneakers I cannot wear. You know what I'm saying? What is your opinion about collecting?
I've sold some shoes that I really regret, but you were saying, I can't wear them. I had almost every color of the OG Penny 4s, the black, the red, the black, gray Royal, the black and Carolina. But for one, when I bought them, I was buying 10.5. Then my foot grew, so can't wear them then. And then the air bubbles and stuff start cracking. So it was just man, it's just taking up space. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's the little cracks in there, so I can't wear them.
Yeah.
Man, these are the shoes that really got me into shoes today. So I can't get rid of these two. But I had to just, I had to clear up space, man.
That's what's up, man. And as a father, man, salute to each and every all the fathers in the chat. Salute to each and one of y'all, man, that actually still have a love for sneakers, but still all about the responsibilities as fatherhood. I salute you, bro, because you actually dedicated more of your content, of your beautiful daughter, man. Salute to you, man.
Thank you, man.
It kind of it kind of motivates me to keep, you know, pushing and kind of share some of my sons, you know, confident, kind of choked up a little bit, man. But yeah, it's really great, man, to even father and son, and I see you guys, man, sharing a lot of good stuff, man. Thank y'all. Man, I kind of got teary eyed.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
man.
guys. I went to my son's last track meet of the year, and he did an amazing job, man. He smoked all the competition in the 100-meter race,
Oh,
and
oh.
yeah, it was great. It was great seeing him, you know, win his final event. And but yeah, man, I love just kind of sharing my personal, you know, experiences now, but seeing you guys, man, you're comfortable in your own skin. I love that, man. You're
Oh,
not
thanks,
afraid
man.
to show emotions, and that's kind of what the direction I'm kind of going towards, man. Especially with me being a DJ and a chef and a father. So, I salute you guys, man. Salute
Oh,
each and
thank
every
you,
one of
man.
y'all doing what y'all do as because it's not easy.
Right.
It's not easy, man. Being a parent or co-parent
Oh
or a
man.
full-time father is not easy. So, but yeah, man. Again, Sean, thank you for being on the show, man.
No, I
This
appreciate you,
was,
man.
you know,
Thank you for
I
having
know I
me.
didn't have any music, man. I know I just didn't, you know, but I wanted to just come straight in here, man, and get the business, get to these questions, and it was a great show, man. Thank you,
Oh, thank you. I
thank you.
appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. So we definitely gonna have you back in, man. Next, you know, if you still collect or you still have a good
Um.
collection of sneakers.
Oh yeah, I'm still buying shoes, man. It's just I'm trying to like pick and choose the shoes I'll actually wear instead of just buying just to have. But yeah, man, I'm always collecting for sure.
That's great. That's great, man. Well, everybody, that's it, man. We're going it over. I told Instagram I'd go over it a little quick, you know, because I was trying to get the sound right. And so I did the testing, man. I thank y'all for hanging in there with me. I came and did my job. And thank you for rescheduling, man. I really
Oh, no problem.
appreciate it. Yeah, I really appreciate you, man. Guys, we're gonna have Shine back on, man. This is amazing. Hopefully we can, continue the show, man, and bring some awesome guests on. I can't reveal the next guest
Uh,
yet, but this is gonna be a banger. It will be a banger. Everyone enjoy the rest of y'all week. Enjoy Tuesday. Happy One Sit Tuesday, man. Bruh, thank you, Sean, again.
thank you
Thank you,
again,
bro.
man. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Everyone have a great day. Think positive, do positive, and you might have a positive outcome. Everyone
Word.
take care of yourself and take care of each other, man. We're out. Peace.